Hi there, if you are a golfer that's struggling with consistency, you're looking around YouTube, you're trying different tips, doing a bit of trial and error, trying to find that consistency, and you're having little to no success and it's getting frustrating, well, I really think this video is for you because we're going to do something a little different here. We're not just going to talk about the typical way to fix a slice or the typical way to fix your irons. This is very much based on a system, right? The system is that we need solid fundamentals before we can work on our golf swing. And you know, I work with people online mainly, and I get to see hundreds of swings every single week. People send me through Instagram, and what we see most of the time is people with a very arm-dominant golf swing, right? And you're probably going to fall into that category, especially if you've been a slicer, right? So slicers, we know, swing over like this and come across, and much advice will tell you that you've got to drop the hands in here and swing out to the right and release the club. But guess what? It's still arm dominant, right? You're still using your arms. This is the issue. And the problem with using the arms to try and fix your swing is that the arms, first of all, are such a small part of your body. They don't create much speed by themselves unless you're jacked. And the other problem is that they don't move consistently. I have so much wiggle room with my arms. I can go all the way out there. I can come all the way in here. Way too much wiggle room. Whereas if I give ownership to the body, right, then the arms end up going in the same place almost every single time. And all I'm feeling there is this, all right? However, that's all being well. But if you're a golfer with a very poor grip, right, and you get to the top of your golf swing with a very open club face, and you feel the body going, then what's going to happen is you're going to return club face wide open, all right? So also, if you're a golfer that sets up when their stance very seated, like everyone says, bend your knees, weight on the heels, imagine you're sitting on a bar stool. Or recently someone told me their coach told them to sit on one of them chairs you see the spectators sitting on at it's like an upside down umbrella thing. You can sit on it like this. That's the feel. You sit like this, you can't use your hips very well. So first things first, we got to get into really good fundamentals. And so the grip and the setup and the spine angle, we get those things right, then we have a chance, okay? With a grip, we want opposite forces and we want it in the fingers. Okay, what that allows us to do is to control the club face. All right, I'm not going to go into all the grips that everyone else does. I'm going to go into the grip that you should do. You should adopt this grip. I have yet to see this not work for anyone. This works for everyone, okay? What it does, it has a force coming from this side, it has a force coming from this side, and they work against each other, but they're equal and opposite, which allows us to control that club face throughout the swing, keep it fairly square. All right, it also allows us to use the wrists. Look at that, wrist set. Why would I want to use my wrists, right? I want to be able to set a lot of energy here so that it can be released. You know, if I don't use my wrists and I do what a lot of coaches are telling you to do these days, which is try and flex the wrist like this, then I have to be really fast with my body. Whereas if I go strong in this hand, I'm allowed to cup that wrist. A lot of people ask me, how come your wrist is cupped? You must hit fades. No, I don't hit draws very far as well. And I have a cupped wrist, all right? Cupped wrist, what allows me to, look at the speed of that thing, right? Let me go flexed. Not quite as fast. I have to really force my body. I'm gonna get tired swinging that way. My wrist's gotta be more free, right? So the grip has an effect there as well. So once we have those opposite forces, and you can look up at some of my other videos in more detail on how to actually achieve that, what it should feel like, but for this, I want to get through everything. Then we got to look at the posture, right? So with the posture, where we want to see it is that our ankle is in line with kind of the middle of the pelvis. The balance is on the balls of the feet or the front of the foot. And the body is tilted over, about 31 degrees of tilt right here, okay? And the legs are not too bent, right? They're slightly bent, or just unlocked is the feeling, right? So then, once we get into that kind of setup, obviously this is a driver I've got, so the ball position's a little further forward. Remember, you always take your ball position from the back of the ball. A lot of people take it from the middle of the front, and then they get the ball position wrong. Want it just inside the left foot or the front foot from the back of the ball, okay? So now we got the posture and the stance. Now with driver, we want to be slightly tilt it this way. So a couple ways you can do that. Hold your right hand here, tilt down till it hits the top of the knee. Or Rickard showed me, you can go like this. That's a nice one, I like that. But you gotta get this shoulder a bit lower, all right? Head behind the ball with driver, okay? That way we can rotate right back. Now, before we even get into the downswing, my feel here in the golf swing is literally just this is gonna turn back, this is gonna turn this way. That is it. That's all I feel in the golf swing. And I think I got a pretty good swing, and I think you would agree. And I hit the ball really well. And it's very simple. I'm not doing anything here. There's nothing going on here, right? My arms are relaxed, right? And watch what happens as I just turn hip back, shoulder round. Boom, right? Here's what this feels like. All I'm feeling is this, right? And you're gonna say, oh, but your arm's getting up there. Yeah, they are. But this is getting them up there. Imagine I go, boom, this is what I'm feeling, right? This is what my arms feel like. Okay? But because the club weighs something, right? As my body goes like this, my arms get dragged. They kind of drag this behind a little bit. This is exaggerating feel. Kind of drags behind. And then the weight of that club catches up, snaps up, wrists get set, and I end up here. So I'm literally just feeling this, coiling up. And then from there, I just let the lower body go first. So the sequence in the backswing for me is this first, this reacts, and then the downswing is this first, this reacts. Arms are relaxed, arms are chilled. Grip in the fingers, wrists are nice and loose. Got my setup, and we just let it go. Straight as. So let's have a little look at that from the other angle. From the down the line view, which is right there. So again, we've got the setup posture, tilted, grip's great. All I'm feeling is rotate, fire the lower body. Look at this, square. It's not, oh, lift, drop. What most people are doing, and I see it. I get two kind of people come to me, right? We get, right? Or we get those that were there and have worked hard and getting away from there because they go. This is the two kind of people we get, right? Most of the time, these people have shit grip like this and terrible posture, right? So they're always going to be arm dominant anyway. They can't use their body. That's why they've never felt that sensation of the arms relaxing. And then they believe in their soul and in their subconscious mind that that's always going to be the way, and they're never going to get any good at golf. But if you combine getting really nice solid fundamentals, good grip, good setup, good balance, spine tilt, and just focus then on your body movement, focus on the bigger muscles making the action, it is so much easier for you to control the arms and hit the ball kind of like this. High, bomb, draw. So if you want to start to see some improvement, obviously this is a video. At the end of the day, this is a video and I can't see what you're doing. If you want me to take a look at what you do, you can send me your swing on Instagram. It's at Alexander_golf with 2 F's on the end. You can send me your swing there and we'll take a look at it. Or you can come in and join our online academy on a platform called School, where I go live every week and you can come in and ask your questions. And you've got then all our full contents. I'll leave the link in the description here. You can join that. We'll see you there. And then, yeah, if you want more like kind of one-to-one stuff, do you want to get in a conversation about me coaching you one-to-one, me or my team, then just DM us on Instagram at Alexander_golf and we'll be in touch and we will get you sorted. And like many of the golfers, people are breaking 80. That's our goal. We want to get as many people to break 80 as possible. We do this through training the mind, training the body. So, again, just in case you forgot how good this is, Max is laughing. Grip, right? Opposite forces. Posture and setup, balance. It's super easy. Once you get into this position and you just trust your body to turn and rotate and coil, you'll swing it the same every single time. Boom, again. The only thing that can get in your way is your mind. So, DM us on Instagram, join our school, take ownership of your game and do something right about it. And let me know in the comments what you want to see next. So, bye-bye.